Friday, everyone, and welcome to Physio Move and Groove. My name is Jeannie, and I'm a physical therapist with over 25 years of experience helping people to be able to move well, feel well, and be well. So today we're going to be talking about a super important topic, and it's going to be how to use canes and crutches properly. So if you've ever had any kind of lower extremity injury, such as an ankle sprain, torn ACL, or even if you've had surgery for your ACL, reconstructive surgery, or a total knee, total hip, anything to do with the lower extremity, you have probably seen these items. But I'm always shocked at how many people do not know how to properly measure their canes and crutches, walk with their canes and crutches, or even go up and down stairs, which is a super scary thing, and most people do not know how to use these things properly. So that is what we're going to go over today. So first off, let's start with a cane. So pretty easy to measure a cane. I would always suggest to get an adjustable cane. They do have wooden canes, but unfortunately, they're not adjustable unless you chop them off. So an adjustable cane is the way to go. Basically, what you're going to do is just stand up nice and tall, hang your arm down, and you want the top of the cane to actually reach at your wrist crease level. So that's kind of how you measure it. Usually with an adjustable one, you just got to press the button there and slide it up or down to reach that. So pretty easy how to adjust the cane. Crutches also, they have made a lot easier because if you can see here on the bottom, if you take a look at the bottom, it actually has different height levels. So you just kind of adjust it to what your height level is. So that's pretty easy. You just have to press this and adjust that up and down. The second thing that you want to look at is the handpiece. So if we want to look at where the handpiece should be, you want to, when you're up and standing, have about 20 to 30 degrees of elbow bend as to where that handpiece should be located. And you can adjust that pretty easily too, as you will see. There's just a little screw here. You just unscrew it, you take out the long bar, and then you can lift this up and down to the appropriate level that will work for you. Now, also a little piece of advice too, is that when you look at the top of the crutch, you want to have about 2 fingers width from your armpit to where the top of the crutch is. So just to give you a little bit of a guidance of how that crutch should fit. So now that you've got your crutches and your cane fit properly for your height, we're going to talk about how do I walk with these crutches and canes. Okay folks, so welcome to the hallway where we are going to practice some walking. So we're going to start with our crutches because most of the time after surgery, people will begin with crutches. You may begin with a walker, but we're not actually going to cover that right now. We're going to start with our crutches. So oftentimes people have different levels of weight bearing. So you have toe touch weight bearing, you have partial weight bearing, maybe it could be 25% or 50% or even 75% weight bearing. So we're going to cover what does that even mean. So first off, I want to tell you that toe touch weight bearing does not mean that you're going to take your crutches and walk with your toe like this. That is not a natural or normal gait pattern for anyone. So when we talk about toe touch weight bearing, I still want you to be able to put your foot down, but the amount of weight is going to be as if you're actually stepping on eggshells. We're not talking about hard-boiled eggs here, we're talking about an eggshell. So where you are just putting enough weight where you're not going to crack those eggshells. So let's go ahead and practice our different choices for walking with our crutches. Okay folks, so here we go. So let's talk about that toe touch weight bearing. Basically what you're going to do, let's say my left leg is my injured leg. Actually, we'll start with the non-weight bearing because sometimes people are non-weight bearing. And the way that you want to do that, pretty straightforward, is you're going to bring your crutches forward and then you're going to do kind of a step through. So you'll pick your crutches up, step on through, pick your crutches up, step on through. I want you to be very mindful that the pressure when you're using these crutches should be through your hands pushing down, not up in your armpit resting on the top of the crutches. A lot of people make that mistake, okay? And then you can turn around again, and again, crutches, try to step through with your other foot. Crutches, step through, crutches, step through. So that's the non-weight bearing scenario. Tends to be easier if you hold your leg back as opposed to forward. You're less likely to get your foot caught on something. And then we have all the scenarios of partial weight bearing. But basically what you'll do is you'll bring your injured foot and your crutches, they come together. So as long as you can remember that the injured leg and your crutches walk together, that's going to help you to be able to remember that whenever you're taking a step with that injured leg, the crutches are down at the same time to take the pressure off. Okay, so again, if we're walking, you bring your crutches and your injured leg together, and your other leg follows all the way through. And you can judge how much weight you're putting through on that injured leg, depending on what your doctor has said. Could be 25%, could be 50%, could be 75%. In general, as a guideline, as long as you're using your crutches while you're weight bearing, you're pretty much 50% weight bearing on that injured leg. Now, once we've mastered the art of the crutches, then you can sometimes go to a cane or one crutch. So when we talk about that, you want to always make sure that you hold your cane in the opposite side of your injured leg. That is the natural way that we walk. So whenever we walk with our left leg coming forward, our right arm comes forward. That's how we walk. So that's what we want to replicate, which can become difficult for some people, especially if, let's say, you have your injured right leg and you have to hold it in your left hand and you're right-handed. It becomes a little bit awkward to then bring it forward and put your weight on here. So a lot of times people make the mistake of putting it on the right side. But if you do that and your injured side is the right side, you actually end up putting more weight because you start leaning on that side. So just remember that if my injured leg is my left leg, I want to have the cane on the right side. And every time I take a step with my injured leg, I'm going to bring that cane forward to take some of the pressure off of it. And then the other leg's going to come all the way forward. So you just take your little step, and then you can turn around as well. Anytime you're stepping with that injured leg, you're bringing the cane with you. All right, so folks, there you have it. That's how you're going to walk with your crutches and your canes. And now we're actually going to shift gears and move to stairs, which is a really important thing to be able to maneuver to go up and down stairs while using your cane and while using your crutches. And this is going to be the scariest part for most people. A lot of people don't know how to use their crutches when you're non-weight bearing, but I'm going to show you how to do that because it's really important to be able to maneuver on those stairs. So join us in the stairwell. Welcome to the stairwell. So we are going to talk about walking up and down the stairs using our variety of gait aids. So we're going to start off with the cane. So obviously if you're using a cane, you are partial weight bearing. If you are non-weight bearing, you have to refer to the crutches. So let's say we have our cane. Oh yes, and keep in mind, if you have a walker, do not attempt to do the stairs with a walker. Stairs are not part of your present day of life if you have a walker. So let's say we've got our cane. You're going to have a railing, and at least most of you should have a railing with your stairs because that's kind of code to have a railing. So you always want to use that railing. So we're going to pretend that my left leg is the injured leg. Again, the theory holds true. You always are going to bring your gait aid up with you on the same time that you move your injured leg. Now, the way that we do stairs is we think about going up with the good leg, down with the bad leg, okay? I don't know about people's religious beliefs, but the way that I remember it is good people go up to heaven, bad people go down to hell. Just a simple way for you to be able to remember which leg you go up with, okay? So we're gonna go up with the good leg, down with the bad leg. So we're gonna pretend that my bad or injured leg is my left leg, which means I'm going to go up with which leg first, people? Yes, the right leg. So when you bring your right leg up, you're gonna, again, leave the cane with the left leg because that's your injured leg. So you're gonna bring your right leg up first. You're gonna put all the way through the right leg, and then you're gonna push through your cane and bring your cane and your left leg up at the same time. Make sure you can use this railing to help you out as well. So you go up with the good leg, and then you bring that left leg up with the cane. When you're bringing the right leg up, you are pushing the weight through the cane and the bar here to help take some of the pressure off. And that's essentially what you're gonna do. Up with that right leg, up with that right leg, up with the right leg, up with the right leg, okay? Now, when you go down, you're gonna go down with the bad leg first. So that's gonna be my left leg that I'm gonna go down with. Now, if I'm going down with the left leg first, I'm gonna actually bring my gait aid with me as well. So I'm gonna go down with my left leg and my gait aid at the same time. Down with my left leg and the gait. So you just go down with the left leg and the cane. Down with the left leg and the cane. Okay, so up with the good, down with the bad, and that is how you maneuver stairs with the cane. Now, we're gonna move on to crutches. A little bit more scary. The theory is the exact same. So we'll take our crutches now. Again, we'll pretend that my left leg is the leg that's injured. And we're gonna pretend that I'm partial weight bearing. So I can put some weight through my left leg when I go up and down the stairs. So I'm gonna demonstrate that one first. So first off, when you go to walk up your stairs, hold your injured leg. Actually, because we're doing partial weight bearing, you can just have your leg down. So again, we go up with the good leg first. So we're gonna step up with the right leg. The left leg and your gait aid, in this sense your crutches, are gonna stay behind. And you push and you bring them up at the same time. So again, step up, bring them at the same time. Step up, bring them together. Step up, bring them together. So you're pushing through, kind of releasing the weight off that left side as you bring that right leg up. It's always scary to have to maneuver stairs with crutches. The theory is the same. You're gonna go down with your bad leg. So if you're leading with the left leg, your crutches are gonna come down at the same time to take the pressure off of your injured leg. So crutches and left leg come down. Crutches and left leg come down. Okay, so it's pretty easy when you can put some weight on your injured leg. Where it gets to be a little bit dicey is when you're non-weight bearing. So I really don't want you to do this unless you have someone that can be there with you the very first time you try it. It's especially scary when you go down the stairs. I'm not a master at this myself, but I'm gonna try to demonstrate it as best as I can. So this is if you have crutches and you are non-weight bearing and you really wanna try to maneuver your stairs. So first off, we're gonna say my left leg is my injured leg. You should be holding your injured leg back, not forward, obviously, so you don't clip it on the stairs. The same theory, okay, is that you wanna go up with the good leg. So that means that you're gonna press through here as you bring your right leg up on that step. Okay, so you're pressing through your crutches as you bring your right leg up. Make sure that in between each step you reset so that you can feel confident in pushing through to get up the step. So again, pretty scary. It's always best to have someone that you trust be behind you when you're going up the steps. And again, I say trust that they'll be there to catch you in case you fall backwards. Now to me, the scariest of all is trying to maneuver to go down the stairs when you are non-weight bearing. Same theory though, okay? Now this time, instead of holding your foot like this, you're gonna hold your foot in front of you instead of behind, because if it's behind and you're going down the stairs, you could clip your foot on that back step. So bring your foot in front. It is a little bit more challenging But again, up with the good, down with the bad. So if our left leg is technically going to be the forward leg, then we're going to put our crutches forward. And then you're going to try to lean yourself forward, take the weight through, and hop down. So it is a little bit of a challenge. And again, as I said, you really want to be able to have someone now in front of you, just in case you were to fall. And down the stairs you go. I almost wiped it there, folks. So again, it does take practice, but sometimes you have to be able to get up or down the stairs once or twice when you're non-weight bearing. Just have someone there to help you out. All right, so see you in a few minutes to wrap this session up. Well, wasn't that fun, folks? Welcome back to the safety of solid ground. I don't know about you, but I feel much better being on the solid ground than that staircase. But hopefully you have learned how to adjust your crutches and canes, how to walk with your crutch and cane, and how to attack those stairs as safe as possible. So again, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, please like everything. Give me some ideas too about content that you would like me to cover. But again, happy walking with those crutches and canes, and I will see you next Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in.